Okay, so welcome to a very quick 20-minute power flow, which will basically make you very energized and refreshed, ready to start your day. It's really nice to do this in the morning if you've not got much time, maybe before work or something like that, just to build some heat around the body and get the nervous system all fired up for the day. So it'll be quite a strong, packing a punch style of class, working on the core and the glutes. Okay, so obviously with the yoga practice, it's a holistic practice. We are working with the breath, we're working with our own bodies. If something doesn't feel right, you don't have to, don't force yourself into it at all. So just take it easy and do what suits you best today. So yeah, like I say, working physically through the core body, so the center of the body, the sushumna, the spine, the abdominals and the glutes, so the big powerhouse in the bum, biggest muscle in the body, glutes maximus. We're going to start to strengthen and tone. Okay, so quite a physical practice. Lovely, so let's just get started. So all you might possibly need for this practice is a block, something along this shape, or a book, similar shape, maybe a little bit thicker, it's up to you. And then just pop this to the front of your mat for yourself. And we'll get started. Lovely. So I'm going to sit facing you first of all. You can sit on the length of your mat like this. And coming into easy pose. So easy pose is your cross-legged position. If this is not easy for you, you can always sit on a chair and then just eventually start to lower the body to the earth. So just obviously just do what suits you in this position. If you feel that you've got very tight hips or the knees are really high like this, you might want to sit on that block or the book. And just give the hips a little bit of a lift away from the floor, and that'll just help you to find some space in the inner hip area, and it'll relax the knees a little bit. Okay, so let's just come to some silence for a moment and pop the eyes down and start to pop the hands into the knees. Lovely, guys, and let's start with the breath. So we're starting with this long, slow inhalation and exhalation. Warming up the body with the breath. Keeping the mouth closed as much as possible because we're starting to breathe through the nose. And this is a very nice internal warming system for the body. Starts to relax the muscles. Brings a little bit of focus towards your postures. And so just starting to hear that breath slightly in the back of the throat, like a little bit of a narrowing of the throat passage, maybe a slight whisper in the back of the throat. Just allowing this time to completely relax any areas of tightness. So if you get any tightness around the neck or the shoulders or the hips, just use your exhalation to just release that tightness out of the body. Lovely, everybody, and then from here take a big inhale through the nose. Fill up the lungs with air, lengthen your spine so you're nice and tall through the midline. And opening the mouth, take an exhale. Open the eyes. Fab. Let's get going. Okay, so move your block or your book or whatever you've got to the front of the mat somewhere so you can work with a little balance maybe in a bit. And then we'll bring ourselves straight into tabletop pose, so straight into your all fours position. Now if you've got any knee problems or anything, you can always roll a little bit of mat up and pop your knees on top of that. or obviously use a blanket or something according to how tight your knees do get when you're kneeling on the floor. Okay, then from here, just checking you've got your hands underneath your shoulder blades. So you've got this one long line connecting shoulder blades to earth. Then spread the fingertips, curl your toes under so you're on the tiptoes. And we'll take a couple of rounds of cat-cow, spinal flex. So just warming up the spine to start with. So from here, I want you to take an inhale and lift the tailbone up to the sky. So you're slightly arching in the spine. You're lifting the gaze up as well. And on an exhale, draw the belly in and round the back of the heart to the sky, like an angry cat position. So you're really pushing up through the centre of the shoulder blades. Nice, use the breath. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, draw the belly in and round the back of the heart to the sky. Again, pushing up through the shoulder blades, nice rounded back here, guys. Couple more rounds, work the breath with movement. Inhale, tailbone, gaze comes up. Exhale, draw the belly in, round the back of the heart space to the sky. One more round here, inhale, gaze, tailbone up. Find that arch of the spine. Exhale, draw belly in and round. This time, keep that belly active. Keep the navel drawn into spine. See if we can balance on the toes and lift the knees about an inch off the floor. Hover here, keeping that connection to abdomen. Push up through the back of the shoulder blades. Lift the knees a little bit further, maybe 2 inches off the floor. Lovely, working the belly muscles. And one more little lift, lift up. This time send the hips up and back and find your first down dog position. Excellent. So your tailbones come to the highest point. You've got your hands and feet at around shoulder width apart and hip width apart. And then just start to soften into your down dog. So it might mean that you've got a bend in the knee here and you're starting to bring the chest a little closer to the thigh. And this will just give you a little bit more extra length in the spine. Or it might mean that you feel fine in the back of the legs and you want to start to soften the heels down towards the earth. Just starting to find some space in the back of the leg. Look towards the big toes, long, slow, even breathing. Ground down through your first finger and thumb. Fabulous, nice work, guys. From here, on an inhale, come back up onto the tiptoes, draw the belly in, roll the body like a wave into a plank. Now, if the shoulders come too far forward, you can shimmy the feet back so that you've got the shoulder blades over the wrists here. Fab, keep connected to belly, press those heels back, lovely long plank from the crown to the heel. Pop the right knee to the floor. And let's turn into a side plank. So I like to take the right foot and shimmy it out to the right slightly for a bit of balance. Turn onto the inner arch of your straight leg and raise that left arm up towards the sky. So we've got your side plank, half side plank. Think about drawing the belly in and up. So we're curling that tailbone slightly under. Spread the top fingertips, breathe nicely into this. Lovely, so you've got the option to either stay here or we can start to activate the foot. That means flex the foot so the toes point slightly forward and lift that leg up and away from the earth. So you're working the outer thigh muscles as you lift it. If the toes pointed, we're not going to bring the attention around that thigh, around that glute. So we want to flex the foot so that the attention comes into the glute and the outer thigh. If you want to come a little further, maybe we can reach up and over the head with the left arm. Fab. And on an exhale from here, bring that top elbow and top knee towards one another, keeping the hips lifted. Okay, push away from the earth with the right hand, belly in. Use your breath, everybody. Lovely. Inhale, lift, extend, fingertips and heel reach away, belly's active. Excellent. Exhale, elbow to knee. Really working that lower right bum cheek. You probably feel it working. And again, inhale, lift and lengthen. This is the last round. Exhale, elbow to knee. Fabulous. Lift up with the hip. Work those outer hips, the abductors. Abduct that leg away from the mat. Lovely. From here, lift, lengthen, belly hug spine. This time, bend that top knee. Swoop the hand around to the inner arch of the foot and then lift slightly away from the earth. Flexing foot, using the bum. Still, we've got navel to spine. This is just an option. You can always come up or down a level. Fab, and release. Knees and hands to the floor. Ground both hands from here and extend both legs back into plank. Fab. Keeping the hips level. So we're not dropping here, nor have we got these really high hips. Hips are nice and level from the crown, hips, heels, strong plank. Breathing in. And exhale, left knee comes to the floor. Shimmy the left foot out to the left for a little bit of balance and turn onto the inner arch of your straight leg. Raise the right arm up to the sky, and if you want to come a little further, flex foot. Lift that right leg up, working those right bum muscles. Keep your belly hugged in so you're not overarching in the lower spine area. Draw the heel away from the face, draw the big toe towards the face. Okay, big extension of the top right arm over the head. On an exhale, let's bring elbow to knee. Keep it nicely lifted. So try not to drop here, keep it lifted. Inhale, lift, extend. Lovely work, everybody. Exhale, use your breath, elbow to knee. One more round here. Inhale, lift, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, lift up through those hips, draw up through the belly. Fabulous. Last round, inhale, lift, extend. This time swoop the right hand around, bend the back knee, take hold of inner arch of foot and press that right hip forward. Push away from the earth using the hand. And exhale, release. Come back up onto the knees. Woo. Ground your hands for down dog. Curl your toes under. Lift up and back, find dog. Lovely work, everybody. Press down through your index finger and thumb. Slow your breath down. Let's take 5 long, slow breaths here. Starting to think about drawing that length of the spine from the crown of the head to the tailbone with activity around the belly. Lovely. On an inhale, take the right leg up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. On an exhale, draw the belly in and round the knee up towards the nose. Find an angry cat position. Come on to tiptoes of left foot. Hold for 1 breath. Draw the navel to spine. Fabulous. From here, step that foot in between the hands. You're really feeling the connection to the core here. Lovely work. From here, press the back foot away. So we've got a strong back leg. This is solid. On an inhale, reach for the sky. Both arms come all the way up. Crescent lunge, Ashtanga Chandrasana. Hips are pointing forward. Shoulder blades are relaxed. Fab. And then from here, start to lower the back knee to the floor. Sending this tailbone under. Draw the belly in. Hover that knee off the floor. Long, slow breath here. Work the feet. Ground down through all corners of the foot. Keep hovering that knee off the floor. Excellent work here. 1 more breath. Lovely. Inhale, extend that knee again. Full crescent lunge. Exhale, pin the fingertips behind you as you reach the chest bone forward and start to lean forward, but not popping that rib cage onto the thigh. So your rib cage is lifted. Everything's lifted. Shine the head, crown of the head forward. Bring the fingertips towards the back heel, holding for 1 more breath here. Ooh, challenging old pose. Excellent. Take the left hand to the floor, or option to bring it onto your block or your book. And take the right arm up towards the sky. Work that outer right thigh muscle. Work the quadriceps, the thighs. Breathe in. Maybe we can gaze up towards the top thumb. Long, slow breath. One more breath. Fab. From here, bring that top fingertip to that outer edge of foot and step back into a one-legged plank. So we're going to bring this front leg all the way up and back and hover it off the floor. Lift up through the bum muscles. So we've got the heel pointing up and we've got the toe pointing down. Holding for one breath here. Nice work, everybody. Okay, from here, bring that top tiptoe up and back around that bottom leg. Tiptoe comes to the floor. Take the left sit bone to the floor. Inhale, reach all the way up and over, finding a low wild thing. Press the hips up, use the bum muscles. 1, 2, and 3. Come all the way back into a full plank. Nice work, everybody. Pop the knees to the floor. Elbows in and back. Find a ledge with upper arm and rib cage. Shift the body weight forward. Top of the push-up coming down, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting up, cobra. So just lift the chest. Exhale, pop the chest back down. Curl your toes under. Push up and back, find your down dog. Excellent work, guys. Find your breath. Slow it back down again. Bring the awareness to that softness of the breath. Allow the postures to move with the breath. If we need to let a little air out, we can always breathe in and breathe out through the mouth like a whisper. Inhale, left leg comes all the way up. Find this three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the nose, round up through the back of the heart space. Really lift up through midline. Tiptoes of back foot. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. Real strength in the arms and the belly. Step that foot through. Don't worry if it doesn't actually reach. Like, it takes time to build this sort of strength through the midline. So just take it easy. If something doesn't feel right for you, then just don't do it. Yeah, it's a practice, not a perfect. Okay, press away with the back foot, draw the belly in, big reach up for the sky, Asta Chandrasana, crescent lunge. Gazing forward, draw the navel to spine, breathe in. Long, slow breath. On an exhale, lower the back knee to the floor. Keep that back right hip lowered, so we're not sticking out in the bum, belly's drawn in and the hips lowering. Yeah, I know it's quite challenging. Breathing, spreading, opening through the heart space. Lovely. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhale, folding forward, pinning the fingertips back, reach the fingertips towards the heel as you keep the chest lifted away from the thigh. So we're not sinking into it. We're working the core. Shoulder blades are relaxing away from the ears. Shine the crown of the head forward. Hold for 1 more breath. Lovely. Right hand comes to the floor, or you can always pop it onto your block. Inhale, left arm reaches for the sky. Spread the fingertips, open the capillaries in the hand. Think about a very strong back leg. Holding here for 1, 2, and 3. Exhale, bring that hand down to the outer edge of the foot. Ground your hands and take this one-legged plank. So front foot comes back, lift it up, heel points to the sky, toe comes to the earth, drawing in, belly in, lift up through the bum muscles. Take the left tiptoes, upper tiptoes behind that bottom foot. Sink the hip to the floor slightly. Inhale, raise all the way up. Find your back bend, low wild thing. Hips to the sky, heart to the sky. 1 more breath. Excellent. Spiral the body down, find your full plank. Fab. An option here to come straight down, or you can always pop the knees to the floor. Shift the body forward, elbows in and back. Chaturanga. Lovely. Up dog or baby cobra. And belly in, up and back, find your down dog, 5 breaths. Nice work, everybody. Soften into this. If you need to take a child's pose, go for it. Inhale, the right leg comes up to the sky. Lovely. Exhale, draw the knee towards the left elbow, twist, shift the body weight forward, push up, lift that knee away from the earth. Excellent. From here, turn onto the inner arch of back foot, extend the left arm to the sky, straighten that leg out, underneath the body, lift up. Option to take the outer foot to the floor, fallen triangle pose. Lovely. And then from here, everybody bringing the foot to the floor, spin onto the heels, push up through the hips. Watch where my hips go, really on those heels, 2 strong legs, working the bum muscles. Excellent, bring it down. Let's find a plank. Extend the knees to the floor, exhale. Child's pose. Soften the hands to the outer edge of the feet. Relax the forehead down. Breathe, long, slow breath for a moment. Nice work, everybody. Gather your breath for a moment. Bring the awareness back to the presence of your practice. Fab. And then from here, slide the hands forward again. Check that you've got that lovely spread, active palm for your down dog. Curl your toes under, lift up and back, find your dog. And gazing towards big toes on an inhale, take left leg all the way up towards the sky. So lift it up nice and high. On an exhale, draw the knee towards the right elbow, twist, shift the body weight forward. Really lift it up through back of the heart space, connect to belly. Fab, from here turn onto inner arch of straight leg, right arm to the sky. Hover that lower leg away from the earth and then pop outer edge of the foot to the earth. So we've got this fallen triangle pose. Option here then to 2 strong legs, turn onto the heels, push the hips away from the earth, using the bum muscle, lift up and over with the right arm. Excellent. And then come all the way back. Find your plank. Knees to the floor. Exhale. Child's pose. Woohoo! Strong, eh? Twist in the wrist. Give yourself a little bit of wrist therapy. And then from here, lifting up onto the shins. Really nice, everybody. Lift up onto the shins. Option to have something underneath the knees here, or even a little bit of rolled up mat. From here, curl your toes under. Take hold of the hips. Draw the belly in. You see I've got a little bit of a duck bum. My bum sticks out a little. So what I do is I think about drawing pubic bone to heart. And tailbone then naturally sinks towards the heels slightly. Okay, so we're not sort of overworking the arch of the spine here. Drawing in, connect to belly. Bring the fingertips behind you, thumbs pointing in and up, fingertips slightly around the waist. Draw the elbows together, and on an inhale, press the flesh of the bum downwards as you lift the heart up towards the sky. Just gazing upwards. You're pressing the hips forward. 2 strong legs here. Lovely. And just be really mindful of your own back. You might want to stay here, working through the thigh and the belly. If you feel fine and you're practiced in this pose, Ustrasana, bringing the hands towards the heels, press the hips forward, lift the heart space up, keep the chin tucked in. Or if you feel confident, okay, be mindful of your own body, guys, you can drop the head back. Lovely. Coming out of this very slow, hands to hips, 2 strong legs, evenly bring the body all the way up. Take a child's pose. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor, Relax the forehead. Soften your breath, slow your breath right down. You probably feel the nervous system waking up now. Lots of activity around those muscles, all fired up. Fab. Starting to thread the right hand underneath the left shoulder blade, so opposite hand shoulder blade, and then gaze underneath there. So just finding a little twist here. Breathe into the lower back. And opposite side, so inhale, unthread, exhale, child's pose, forehead to the earth. And opposite side, so just slide that left hand underneath the right shoulder blade, breathe in here. Big breaths into the lower back. Lovely, everybody. Really nice. Cross at the ankles. Come sitting, or however that comes for you. And let's just come all the way to the back here and take a Savasana. So I just like to bring the knees in first of all. Give myself a little rock from left to right. Taking any last twists or anything that you want to take, whatever your body feels like. And then I'm going to take Savasana in a Supta Baddha Konasana. So that's the soles of the feet come together and we're opening out the inner thigh. So just drop those knees out to the side like a butterfly. And being mindful that your lower spine isn't sort of lifting and arching away from the earth. So you might want to just take some bum flesh and move it down so you've got that grounded lower spine. Option for your full Savasana, traditional corpse pose with straight legs. Hands are just to the side of the body here. Close your eyes down for a moment. Stay here for as long as you like.